The cheek-to-cheek smile combined with empty, soulless eyes, the attention to detail, the perfect hair, the perfect jawline, the perfect appearance. This is just a facade to convince the world that he is this successful, happy-go-lucky guy. But beneath that charming exterior lies an extremely disturbed individual who thinks about harming others 24/7. This is what a psychopath looks like, but this is a fictional character played by actor Christian Bale in the movie American Psycho. Bale revealed that the inspiration for this character was the real-life Tom Cruise, whose empty laugh, intensity, and robotic physical movements are on full display in a 1996 interview with Rosie O'Donnell. In that interview, Cruise discusses his admiration for actress Renee Zellweger, who starred alongside him in Jerry Maguire. His responses are devoid of genuine emotion, almost mechanical. "I like her," he says, but the way he delivers this line, with a smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes, raises questions about the authenticity of his feelings. The audience can sense that there's something unsettling beneath the surface, a disconnection between his words and the emotions they should convey. However, the actual interview that inspired the American Psycho character was this one with David Letterman, where Tom Cruise laughed uncontrollably while recounting a story about cutting off his co-pilot's oxygen during a flight. "One time we were flying to Colorado, and I was flying this airplane that we had to go on oxygen," he explains. "I realized that we couldn't stay at that altitude if I didn't have enough oxygen, so we figured out, if we turn the oxygen off from the back guy, we could make it at this altitude." The way he recounts this story, filled with laughter, is chilling. He finds humor in a situation that could have easily led to disaster. When Letterman responds with disbelief, asking if that isn't attempted manslaughter, Cruise brushes it off, laughing as he continues his story. "He fell asleep," he says, as if the life-threatening situation was merely a joke. The passenger, deprived of oxygen, blacked out, and Tom finds the confusion and disorientation of the man upon waking to be hysterical. "My hands are tingling," the man reportedly said, completely unaware of the danger he had just been in. Some may see this as dark humor, a harmless prank, but perhaps Christian Bale was onto something deeper. No, I'm not suggesting Tom Cruise is a serial murderer or enjoys the suffering of others, but there is an obvious dark side to him that seems to be ignored by the masses while they praise him for his box office hits and incredible stunts. Cruise credits Scientology as the reason for his success. Scientology is the so-called religion that thrives on forced labor, signing its members to billion-year contracts and allegedly running a torture camp called The Hole, among other horrific allegations from former members. Tom is so dedicated to this religion that he abandoned his own 7-year-old daughter and has not seen her in over a decade. Today, we are going to deep dive into the career of Tom Cruise and try to assess why he is so loyal to the shadowy world of Scientology. Tom Cruise's life started as an abused child desperate for purpose. He has described his father as a merchant of chaos, a bully and a coward. "For me, it was like there's something wrong with this guy, don't trust him, be careful around him." Imagine the difficulty of not being able to trust your own father as a toddler, creating a chaotic environment for Cruise. On top of that, when he was 7, he was diagnosed with dyslexia, which made him feel even more isolated and confused. His father could never hold a steady job, leading to frequent moves. In 1971, when Tom was in 3rd grade, the family moved from Syracuse, New York, to Ottawa, Canada. By 6th grade, his parents divorced, and his mother moved Tom and his sisters to Louisville, Kentucky. According to Shane Demper, a friend from school, Tom was interested in becoming a Catholic priest, having a strong faith. "We went to Mass, spent time in the chapel, and enjoyed hearing stories from the priests. We thought they had a great lifestyle," Demper recalled. However, their aspirations were cut short when they were expelled from school for stealing alcohol and drinking in the woods. From there, Tom relocated to another seminary school in Cincinnati, Ohio, but his time there was brief as his family moved again to Glen Ridge, New Jersey, where he finished high school. After graduation, Tom knew acting was his future. Within his first year of auditioning, he landed a small part in Endless Love. His handsome looks and physique made him stand out, earning him a role in Taps. Tom was obsessed with learning every aspect of filmmaking. "I went to every single department and studied every part of the movie," he said. His work ethic caught the attention of Hollywood producers, leading to more roles. He secured his first lead role in the 1983 hit Risky Business, a coming-of-age film that resonated with teenagers. The film grossed $60 million at the box office, and Tom, at just 19, was mature beyond his years. In 1986, he landed a lead role in Top Gun, a film that would solidify his legacy. Initially, Tom was hesitant to participate, but after a thrilling flight with a Blue Angel pilot, he was sold. He played Pete "Maverick" Mitchell, a charismatic fighter pilot. The film became a blockbuster hit, grossing $357 million worldwide and turning Tom into a pop culture superstar. Aviator sunglasses became a fashion trend thanks to him, and the U.S. military experienced a surge in recruitment. However, behind the scenes, Tom was struggling. "When I was 22, I got the chance to make my dream come true to become a pilot," he said. "But I graduated high school in 1980, and I didn't even go to my graduation. I was a functioning illiterate." He felt anxious, nervous, and frustrated. In 1986, the year Top Gun came out, he became a Scientologist. A friend introduced him to the teachings of L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, which he credits for helping him overcome his learning disability. Scientology's teachings became a crucial part of Tom's life. It is a religion that many consider a cult, founded by Hubbard, who claimed to be a war hero. However, many of his military claims have been debunked. Hubbard struggled as a writer but found success with his book Dianetics, which sold over 150,000 copies in its first year. Scientology became a way for him to gain followers and financial support. Tom became one of the church's most high-profile members. He has been heavily criticized for his close friendship with David Miscavige, the current leader of Scientology. This relationship has led many to question his legacy. Scientology is notorious for its aggressive tactics against critics and ex-members. The church has been accused of harassment, intimidation, and even criminal behavior. In the late 80s and early 90s, Tom's career skyrocketed. He starred in hit after hit, becoming the highest-grossing actor in 1988. His reputation as a genuine, humble person made him even more beloved. However, as Tom became more publicly involved in Scientology, his personal relationships began to suffer. He married actress Mimi Rogers in 1987, who introduced him to Scientology, but their marriage ended in divorce by 1989. Tom's next marriage to Nicole Kidman was also affected by Scientology. Kidman, initially not a member, became involved but expressed concerns about the church's influence on their lives. After their divorce in 2001, Kidman left Scientology, while Tom retained custody of their children. In 2006, Tom married Katie Holmes, who was also introduced to Scientology. Their relationship was marked by rumors of control and manipulation from the church. Holmes reportedly felt uncomfortable with Scientology's influence over their daughter, Suri. She planned her escape from Tom and Scientology for months, ultimately securing primary custody of Suri after their divorce. Tom's life is a complex web of success, fame, and the dark undercurrents of Scientology. While he may appear as the charming, successful actor, the reality is much more complicated. His loyalty to Scientology raises questions about his personal relationships, mental health, and moral compass. As we analyze Tom Cruise's life, it's essential to consider the facade he presents to the world. Behind that cheek-to-cheek smile lies a man deeply entrenched in a controversial organization that has shaped his life in ways we can only begin to understand. The allure of fame and success can often blind us to the darker truths lurking beneath the surface. In conclusion, Tom Cruise's journey is a cautionary tale of how ambition, fame, and a desire for control can lead an individual down a path that distorts reality. Whether he is a victim of his circumstances or an active participant in the darker aspects of Scientology remains a question. However, one thing is clear, the world must look beyond the smile and examine the complexities of the man behind it.